Please welcome to the stage, Noah! Get some!
Show us your nipple!
Hey Nick, quiet down, dude, because I got to make a dedication to a band tonight. They're way underground, you probably never heard of them. Godsmack, here we go.
Yeah! Fucking rock! Go first!
Why'd I do it? So I got in this bar fight on floor 44. Funny thing too, because I was only 18, you dig? Glasses flying, beer being spat in chemical composition with herpes, and I'm dodging steel-toe boots and shits. Trying to let fly a few haymakers before I head for the door, the little guy that don't take no shit. When, as if captured by Vonnegut, Van Gogh's ear streams across my retina, and I'm sure I see Timothy Leary standing next to one of those bikers with a braided beard, drinking in O'Doul's and smiling at me, with his two front teeth opening and closing like garage doors, and the room suddenly blue, yellow, red, and this is just the primary story, right into the bones. And I look up, and Esteban sitting in the rafters, picking his guitar with Nick Lachey wearing his Zorro hat, and they're singing John Mayer songs and eating Jose Ole burritos, and I stop literally on a dime, and this dime begins talking to me, saying the most vile shit my elegant head has ever eared on, but I can barely hear because Van Gogh's screaming in my other ear, and I'm like, take it easy, I didn't do it, you stupid bitch. And John Wayne Bobbitt pulls the wax from his pubis and says, yeah, you sick fuck, you did it to yourself. And he gets hammered by Ken Kesey, who, by the way, the scrappy little psycho, drunk on electric Kool-Aid. Ah, those merry pranksters. And I'm thinking to myself, you're losing it. But Hemingway yells from a basket carrying bits of brain, and I turn to see the bitch that started it all, Marla Singer, and she's asking me, why don't you love me, Tyler? But I look in the mirror and see Dick Tracy. He says, you're beautiful just the way you are. So I turn to Marla and punch her right in the collarbone, thinking, flower power, you violent twat. Don't fuck with me during sweeps. But Rick Solomon's riddling one night in Paris, so I grab the machete from the disembodied hand and slice the salami. They call this killing two birds with one stone, and I begin writing feverishly. They call this no electroshock therapy with advanced delusional schizophrenia coupled with minimal sleep and depression due to lack of sexual activity, garnished with a potent psychoactive substance. And the Spurs just won the championship. So I grab my glass and raise it to the heavens, to the neon open sign that now reads simply O, like omnipresent, or the second fourth letter in sodomy, and I'm like, oh my, you're losing it. Then somebody yells 5-0, and the anthill just further toward entropy. Everyone won that one last sucker punch before heading for their hogs, mopeds, lawnmowers, scooters, and starships. And I'm like, what are you doing here, Condoleezza? She says, I'm with him. And I look over and Colin Powell's giving me a bat wing. They call this social progress. Count it, but the gay guy in the corner's dressed in drag with breast implants just so we can play the skin-filled ridicule-free. I call this a tabloid review of the societal confrontation on drugs. And the moral is obviously that bars are hookup stones for the horny. Stay away, buy beer at half the cost, get drunk with a group of intellectual friends, read Les Vonnegut, exchange Van Gogh for Pollock. Don't beat your wife or meet Keith in an alley, just read Tom Wolfe and have a glass of wine. Remember that while Tyler Durden is both Edward Norton and Brad Pitt, he is not you, so punching Milo was okay. But listening to Dick Tracy was not, because the guy don't like walnuts. Flower power is cliche and Rick Solomon ain't worth your time. Let him die of gonorrhea with Ray Finkel and rot in Paris. But remember the fire and embers. The civil rights movement's not God-y. Lay off the drugs and the gay friends give hugs. And when Condoleezza's limping, sweep the leg, Johnny. Why? Because someone took a sip of my beer. Why? Because that fuck had a coulter on his lip that looked like the midget asshole I have never seen. Why? Because when I'm on acid, I think I'm fucking Patrick Swayze. Why? Because nobody puts baby in the corner.
Damn straight, motherfucker!